This is the Rangers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the story tonight should have been about a win, a Rangers win for Jacob deGrom, who was great on the road, and the Ranger offense, which had 3 home runs in the top of the fourth. A great win was right there for the taking, but instead the Rangers gave it away, and instead of a W, it was all about the L, as in Leody, Luke, the letdown, and the loss to the A's by the final of 4-3. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers Postcast, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, especially late here tonight or now this morning. Your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That's where you'll find the great work of Bryce Patrick every day. And I know that Bryce is going to have a lot to say about this one. Very disappointing loss, to say the least. So let's get right to it, and then we will wrap things up and hear from you via the comment crew. I know a lot of you have already weighed in and want to let you be a part of the show. So we'll do that coming up here in just a minute.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, again, the Rangers had this one. They should have won. Jacob deGrom did his part, pitched great. Thought he was really, really good tonight. Again, not perfect, not September Jacob deGrom yet, but clearly, again, getting better and better and better. I mean, the fact that he can, throw his fastball the way that he can, the slider was great. I mean, he can just, the things he can do with the baseball are incredible. The 3 home runs in the 4th inning, I mean, that was great. Josh Jung, Jonah Heim back to back, and then Leody, and you're thinking, okay, they did their thing. The offense did enough. And then it was up to the bullpen to get it done. And everything was pretty much set until the bottom of the 9th. And that's when the A's took it away, or the Rangers gave it away to the A's. And the 2 things that bother me about that 9th inning, and again, to refresh in case you're watching this after the fact, after getting the first out in the 9th, Andujar, who grounded out, Schumann, who is their speed guy, walked, and then Urias came up, singled, pretty hard to center. It was, it was moving pretty good, and Leody Tavares went to scoop it with his left hand, and never put his right hand. You're taught to use both hands when you're getting the ball. Didn't do that. Just tried to scoop it with his left hand, and it just rolled up his chest and then got by him, and that was it. That was the ball game. So that tied the game, I should say. That tied the game, and then Wilson was able to single, and Urias scored, and that was the ball game. But Leody's handling of that, I just didn't like that. Like I said, I mean, this is the big leagues, and you got the game on the line right there. You got to secure the ball. I mean, you use both hands. I know guys are the best and they're pros, and they like to use they like to make one-handed catches, and that's great. But in a play like that, I mean, you have to get that ball with authority and make sure not only that it doesn't get by you, but that you're getting it up quick and making sure there's no way that the runner can do any more that can advance either runner. And so that was disappointing. And then Luke Jackson, he did not have good stuff at all tonight. I mean, he was grinding, trying to hang in there, and looks like he didn't have anything with his fastball, and so he was just trying to throw these sliders and kind of breaking pitches to kind of nibble around or get contact. But I mean, they jumped all over him. I mean, they hit him hard, and that's a that's a big concern. That's I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I mean that's a potential issue. I mean, you got to be able to close the door and get guys out. And I know Luke has pitched really well. He's gotten off to a great start. I get that, but I mean that wasn't good tonight. That did not look good at all. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I know, I'm a little emotional, a little frustrated. Like I said, just stuff like that concerns me. That kind of pitching in the ninth concerns me. And like I said, just using the one arm and not using both hands. And I mean, that can't happen at that level. I mean, it just can't. So I don't know. It's a tough thing. You got guys that you like and you're loyal to, and they've been a part of the team and part of the family, and I get all that. But I mean, at some point, you got to have the best players available on your roster to win games. I mean, that's what it's about. And you need guys that can contribute. Now, in fairness, I mean, Leody did hit one of the home runs, and he's had a couple of bunt hits, and usually he's very reliable in the outfield. That was, just a bad play. So I don't want to pile on, but it just didn't look good. I mean, just not a good look. And so that's kind of where I'm at. But aside from that, good to see the 3 home runs. I thought DeGrom pitched well. I thought Hobie Milner pitched well. Good to see Chris Martin kind of work a little bit. I thought there was, sadly, there was some really good defensive plays tonight from Josh Jung. Made some really great plays at third base. I mean, like Gold Glove caliber plays tonight. So there were some good, but just not meant to be the way that they gave that away. You're not going to win games when you're pitching like that and you're making plays in the field. All right, a lot of people want to jump in, so let me do this. Let me take the first and only timeout, and then when we come back, we'll wrap things up with your comments and hear from you. Final score, though, the A's come up with 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. They get the walk-off win to stun the Rangers 4-3. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right, I want to let you know about Game Time and what they're doing right now. And that is, it's that time of the year, as you know. And with Game Time, nothing, as you guys know, there's nothing better than catching an MLB game live. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, and the smell of ballpark food. If you're looking to go last minute, Game Time makes getting tickets easier than ever. Now, with last minute deals, all-in pricing, and a lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the stress out of buying MLB tickets. Plus, ticket prices drop as Game Time gets closer, so you can really get some incredible deals. Game Time is the official ticketing partner of Locked On, and with all kinds of great games coming up, including the Rangers back home next week, you can count on them to help grab tickets that meet your needs. If you want to kind of go to a spontaneous game night, they're great for that. They let you pick where you want to sit, which is great. And you get to see your seat before you buy. You can preview, and you get no surprises when you get to the stadium. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And Amazon, did you know that your Fire TV is also an Xbox? That's right. You can turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. You just grab your paired controller, subscribe, or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to play. You can dive into hundreds of premium titles from EA Sports College Football 25 to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Avowed as easily as you stream your favorite shows. It's going to make it's gaming made simple, and it's all on your Fire TV. Now, the other cool thing too is that they have, in addition to the gaming, endless entertainment. With 4K streaming, you can watch more than 1.5 million movies and TV episodes from your favorite subscribed services like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Max, and more. And it's all affordable and portable gaming. So this is what you do. Head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller are required, but it's available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K 2nd Gen, Fire TV Stick 4K Max 1st and 2nd Gen, and Fire TV Cube 3rd Gen. Easy for me to say. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. The Rangers fall tonight in Sacramento. They lose the game 4-3, and they also lose the series by the final of, they lose it 2 out of 3 as the A's win the series. And now that puts Seattle back on top. They're tied, but both Seattle and Texas are a half game ahead of the Astros right now in the AL West. All right. A lot of you want to sound off via the comment crew. Let's start with, we got Mike. That game really pissed me off. Sugar Free Sports says, absolutely. I think we need to get Harris back in for Leody too. Dislike button says, Leody has become an absolute liability in center field. Dislike button also says, meanwhile, the Trastros swept Toronto. Yeah, the Blue Jays have no pitching at all. Kevin says, damn, I thought we had that one easy. Isaac says, this is so sad. I thought that game was won. And also he said that you can't give up a lead when you were in the ninth. Just unacceptable and makes me mad. Natalie Sale says, call up Carter. Leody is a complete liability and needs to go. Dude's out of excuses. Tex Hobby Bin says, tough L. Afterfly says, Leody has to go at this point. Lost the game at Wrigley too by being defensively inadequate. I've defended him for years. I'm done now. Texas Hobby Bin says, we've seen the struggle in colder weather so far. Yeah, that's fair. The good news is it will be warming up here pretty soon. And then Isaac adds, Leody is in part to blame, but Jackson is to blame 2, you can give up those hits anyway. You can't give up those hits anyway. And let's see, wait, let me fix this. Can't give up those hits anyway in the 9th when the game is on the line. Afterfly says, or is it Vertify? Excuse me. That inning is not entirely on Leody, though. Luke should never walk the worst hitter and then go to a 3-ball count right after the error. Yeah, great points. And Dislike Button says, true, Luke is a contact pitcher. A closer needs to be more of a strikeout pitcher. And Vertify says, also want to say I enjoy you doing the show. I know it's new, and I hope you keep it up all season. Viewership will come. I'll be here most evenings. And Texas Hobby Ben says, agreed. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Yeah, we're going to be here with you after every game. And Vertify, I don't know if I've seen you on here before, but just to give you the quick recap. So Bryce, look, Bryce is still the man. He still runs the Locked On Rangers daily podcast show every day. That's his baby. That's not going to change. But what we're doing now, this show, think of it like an added bonus, like bonus content, if you will, right? So in addition to what Bryce does, we're doing these live shows because we know the fan base is there. The fan base warrants it, and plus it is just another way for you guys who support the Locked On Rangers and all the other Locked On channels. It's a great way for you guys to participate and be a part of it as well. So this is good. So appreciate you guys doing that. And Mike says, Jeff, do you have a podcast? Right now I'm just doing these POSTCAST. So I'm doing just these after game POSTCAST, but these turn into podcasts. So people watch them or they listen to them. They do both. But with Locked On, I'm doing the Mavs, I'm doing the Cowboys and the Longhorns for football. So that's kind of where. So the Mavs just ended last week, and we've been doing these twice a week Cowboys squad shows in addition to the regular Cowboys podcast. But Glenn, the coach, Glenn Stretch Smith, and I, we do Cowboys postcasts during football season after the game. So just like this, but with the Cowboys. Same thing with the Mavs. So anyway, but hey, thank you guys. Honestly, this is not an ego thing. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I love the game. Love this team. Want to see them get back to where I think they should be. I think, you're watching that game tonight and you're saying, okay, I mean, this is why the Rangers are the Rangers and the A's are the A's. And then to lose the game the way that they did, it's just brutal. And, losses like that are just when you have a lead and you give it away. I mean, those are bad. Those are real bad. So, we'll see. I mean, it's again, I have to keep reminding myself that as much as, we want to get back to October of 2023, I mean, the reality is that right now it's April of 2025. So a lot of baseball, this team will get there. A lot of good things, a lot of good stuff tonight. But the ending was not good. And you want an environment where, guys are contributing and, making positive things happen. And I'm not trying to pile on Leody. I like the guy, and it's only one game. And again, as some of you have pointed out, Luke could have pitched better as well. But you got like Dustin Harris and Carter coming back. I mean, you got some guys that are hungry and that can, I think, give this team some energy and some juice. And that's what you need. This team needs kind of scoring 3 runs a night, 4 runs a night. Is not going to cut it. This team kind of needs a little kick. So we'll see. Bruce Bochy, look, what he did with Jock. He benched Jock. He moved him down to the lineup. Jock got a big hit, and Bruce kind of gave him some love and put him back batting third. Now it was, because of a right-hander, but he'll push the buttons, and the ultimate goal is to get everybody, to play well and to play at a high level. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hey, good news is they get right back at it tomorrow for what's going to be a huge weekend, another big weekend series. This one on the road against the Giants. Great matchup on the mound tomorrow with Eovaldi and Justin Verlander. Looking forward to that. Thankfully, one of my daughters has Apple TV, so I will be able to watch it, and I'll be with you after that game. In case you missed it, Kumar Rocker was placed on the 15-day DL with what they are calling a mild shoulder impingement, which is kind of like a pinch kind of within the shoulder, kind of where it just kind of keeps kind of flaring up. So they want to go easy with him, especially with the surgery that he's had. So that's let him get his shoulder right and then hold on the roster for now until further notice. Sorry about the computer glitch. Don't know what happened there. Don't know if you heard me, but Kumar's on the 15-day DL. Doesn't sound like it's serious. They just want to get him it sounds like his shoulder's barking a little bit, and they want to make sure that they shut it down before it gets worse. So that's fine. All right. They'd like me to keep these shows to about 20 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I could keep talking all night with you guys. Usually when I do post-game shows, they're about 90 minutes, but not here though. Not here. They're only going to be 20 minutes here. But anyway, please, if you can, join me over the weekend, either tomorrow night late or Saturday or Sunday afternoon. I know everybody's going to be fired up to get back at it tomorrow night after the tough loss tonight. But it's this is part of the process, and that's the beauty of baseball is that it's all about the season. I mean, as great as 2023 was, doesn't matter. It's about what you do and what's going on this season right now. And so, Bruce and Chris Jung and the staff, they gotta figure out what they're gonna do and who they wanna go to battle with. And so we'll find out. All right, tough one tonight. The Rangers give one away to the A's. They fall by the final of 4-3. Sacramento the A's get 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. A's win at 4-3. Rangers will try to bounce back tomorrow night in San Francisco. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be with you over the weekend. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.